Well, a ton of trends happening in retail media. Obviously, the consumer time spent shift, which has accelerated everything. But if you look at the offerings that retail media networks are offering, they're offering equivalent value to DTC, meaning, right, if you're a DTC marketer, you have your own data for targeting and for measurement. Retail media networks are now using ad tech and building out their own offerings that they're offering CPG and other buyers those same type of capabilities.
What are you excited about? Like, what do you think is that will take it to the sort of next place? Because I'm genuinely really curious about that.
Well, I'm excited because it's new and still developing, right? And I think you see different retail media networks taking vastly different strategies, right? And there is a little bit of like, we've seen this play out before. So being able to work with them to help accelerate those strategies. But I think a couple things, like I think, what Walmart's done with Trade Desk really is an innovative approach, right? You've seen a lot, even if you look at telco, right? You've seen a lot of telcos, buy ad tech and then like resell it later. I think this renting approach that Walmart has taken is a very innovative approach. Some of the mid-tier guys, you've seen more partner on the SSP side, at least for audience sale, for selling their audiences. But you still see on the inventory side, you don't really see anyone moving into programmatic that way. I'd really like to see some of the retail media networks think about inventory sales in a different way, potentially on a PG or PMP type approach. But I think that's still new. But as I said, we've kind of seen this play out before.
What's interesting is it maybe naturally begs the next question, which is how are you're obviously in an agency. How are you seeing the agencies react to, adapt, manage, embrace retail media?
Well, at Omnicom Media Group, Forrester actually recently named us a leader in retail media and commerce media. We also we're the first agency holding company that had a partnership with Walmart and several others that we announced in Cannes. So we've really been at the forefront of innovation in terms of commerce. But we recently launched a global brand of Transact, or really expanded our brand of Transact globally, so that we have a specialist retail media e-commerce entity that then works with our large brands and our other agencies when we're doing other kind of broader media planning to still deliver a connected commerce vision.
So for the large retailers, it feels like there's a fairly obvious story for them to tell to the buy side. How do you think about the myriad smaller retailers out there and the opportunity for them?
Yeah, so how we have been working with them is really more accessing their audiences with our inventory. So we'll work with SSPs to have our, we already have our own PMPs and inventory packages and our own rates that we've curated, but then trying to apply those smaller retailers where we can use their audiences against our inventory. So I'd like us to get a better, I'd like there to be an easier way, because even that, it's not like any SSP has such share of the small retailers. So I'd say, we focused really on the head, then have building out torso relationships, and I'd like to see kind of the lower mid-tier and then lower smaller retailers easier to partnership with. But we've been working kind of via SSPs to do that today.